Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening.
Can he finish? It's a goal! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Opts to play it back. So much time and space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's found some space. That's good play. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's on it. Can he get away? Musiala. So, what can they make of this? Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. And a shot! And that's a sharp finish! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Gerrard. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Pavlovic. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ono scooting forward.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Gerrard. Camavinga, good take, and is he in? Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Foot in. Well, that has not gone well. Yamal. He is just caressing the ball. Yamal! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Back on the way then. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's gone backward here. He's having a pop! Yamal.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, no. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. Oh, good take and a good air. Chance! Look at the space here. Camavinga. Uno, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Great chance! You've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely shaped ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. That is good strength. Uno takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Serginho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Into the channel, and he's certainly onside here. Nice control. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's only too happy to take that back. Messi. Messi. A probing pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. He's in a great position here. Looking to play him in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the return pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries one from range. And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Serginho. 75 minutes played. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Rooney. Uno. And Serginho. Serginho going face to face with his great rival. Very nicely done. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gerrard. Gerrard, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And it's Messi. Messi, good driving run. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get away here? Musiala. That is good alertness. Van Dijk. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now he's got space here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi.
Un minuto de descuento.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Uno, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords, the new-look Camp Nou at its best. We are just getting started. Pavlovic cuts out the pass. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pavlovic gets over and intercepts. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
And it's Serginho. Camavinga. Barcelona appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Camavinga. João Pedro going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Kane. He's free. He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Oh, great! And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
intercepts the throw. That's well read. And the pass is intercepted. Camavinga. Oh, cracking ball. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Messi! So it is still 0-0. Van Dijk. Serginho. That has ended up in no man's land.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh no. Now it's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Kane. That's Gerrard. Tries to play it through. That has not gone well. Serginho delivers with impressive jump. Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Oh, some astute defending there. Gerrard. Chance here to counter. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Messi. Great vision. Shot. Yamal! That's another chance. Goal! Argentina! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Threads one in.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Serginho looking to receive it in space.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Some good work on the right flank here. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free. There's the shot! Oh, brilliant from Kvaratskhelia! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Look, if you want to... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11. Será sustituido
So we're off again.
el dorsal 5.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh no! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And a header! And that is well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Very nicely done. Real chance here. Brilliantly cut out. Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Camavinga did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lobbed in behind. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Gerrard. Now it's João Pedro. Big chance!
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh no! Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe, and they can counter here. He's picked his way through. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now there's a fine ball. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Musiala. João Pedro. Yamal. That's good running with the ball. Closing in on goal. Chance, surely! It's bounced back off the post. And that was very necessary. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Gerrard. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal. And he's in on shot at goal! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Argentina find a position of real strength now. Uno, and here's Mbappe. This might spell danger. And a chance! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Mbappe! Harmlessly behind.
Well, just too much pressure on them in the end, Peter. Barcelona can certainly take credit for the way they've gone about their business here. This scoreline is inaccurately reflective.
Yamal.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nice bit of trickery. Driving through the middle. Oh no! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. This looks promising. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, this is a great position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's picked his way through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Searching pass he's played there. Could move up a gear here. Ball's played through. Ono in acres of space out wide. Oh, good climb! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
And we have our very first corner. Çalhanoğlu with the short one. Oh, it's come loose. Alexander-Arnold. João Pedro. Neither side yet able to find the net. And he's picked out the run, and he's managed to get free. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal carries the ball down the right. And there's his chance to lead the counter. João Pedro, foot in. Now it's Yamal running with the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Camavinga, a quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's Camavinga. And this is Aguero. Oh, easy pickings there. He's having a pop! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, sweet feet. Camavinga.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, delightful ball. It's a promising position. Serginho. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kvaratskhelia. Yamal does well not to be outdone there. João Pedro. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And here's Aguero. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aguero never out of the action for very long. He's shifting through the... Yamal! Goal! Argentina! And there is your opener. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Space for him to turn and look. Opts to play it back. Musiala. Well, that looks a decent ball. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the orders now.
Messi! Oh, crossbar! The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing...
It's Aguero! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's fabulous. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Ono did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. Gerrard. To Ono. And he's had it nicked away. Messi. Gerrard. Camavinga. And Yamal. And it's Camavinga. To Gerrard. Camavinga. And Yamal. And it's Gerrard. Oh, it's a great ball here. Showing good feet. And it's Camavinga. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Gerrard. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a good position here. Nicely weighted ball.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Serginho. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Camavinga, and they win it back again. Gerrard, might be danger here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's a quick one. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not the most accurate pass. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here, Rooney! And that's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Kvaratskhelia. And needless to say, that deserved better.
Kvaratskhelia has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
That's a good foray he's making.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Played through into space. 5 minutes left on the clock. Gerrard. Oh no. And here's Aguero, driving forward. Oh, some astute defending there. Gerrard. Now it's Aguero. Always, it's Aguero! Oh, it rattles the bar.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And we're done. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great ball if he can get there. Deftly away. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed.
It's Aguero! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Kvaratskhelia! Kvaratskhelia! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Çalhanoğlu goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Played into space. And he cuts out the supply. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's been slipped through. And the ball is out of play. Quarter of an hour played. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Yamal. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Gerrard. And here's Yamal. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. That's an imaginative pass. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Vardiol. Alexander-Arnold, ambitious ball here, and he's intervened well there. Gerrard. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Yamal, and he's certainly onside here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And here's Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been...
And Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Argentina really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Nice, ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a fine interception.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Short changes him with that pass. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Camavinga. Serginho's cross. Rooney looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Camavinga. João Pedro. Now it's Camavinga. To Uno. And it's Camavinga. João Pedro receives it in a good position here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Tries one from range. But he's left disappointed.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Musiala. Good driving run. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Referee has just said play on. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Ah, he's given it away. He's picked his way through. Yamal. Chance! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Argentina restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Yamal could move up a gear here, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, good spread.
Barcelona really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, nice touch. And it's Gerrard. Yamal, who's set up one goal so far. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And a cross. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And the through ball. Oh, now he can run away with it. Yamal is having a shot! Musiala to Messi. Ono does really well to win the ball there. Oh, cracking ball. That's put paid to the danger. It's gone for a throw-in. Nice control. Camavinga. Gerrard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Camavinga.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Yamal picks it up out wide. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's off. Well, Pedro! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a promising position. Rooney. And that is expertly dealt with. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. They're urging him. Real chance! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Argentina have their lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's João Pedro.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And this is Aguero. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid... It's Rooney! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! And again! Goal! Argentina! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the...
Aguero! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Çalhanoğlu, and that's been intercepted. Gerrard. And here's Aguero. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Gerrard. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. Aguero. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Yamal. Messi. And here's Rooney. It's Rooney! Oh, good finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker.
Aguero! That was superb goal. Oh, given away. Chance, surely! He hits the net. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Barcelona cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Yamal. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's a throw-in. Gerrard. And here's Aguero.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Rooney. Chance here to counter. He's picked his way through, closing in on goal. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh no, did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. Gerrard.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Gerrard. Now it's Aguero. Could move up a gear here. Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's tidy. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Serginho. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Decent chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona have their second corner now. A header! And yes, it's there! Barcelona are back in business. business. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Over to the right flank. Yamal. Oh, good take in a good area. Real chance here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gerrard. Oh, no. That's Gerrard. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Goes for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now he's got space here. That's an errant pass. Aguero threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, good ball! Takes a shot! That's put play to the danger. That's a good run down the left. Looking for options for movement. Oh, yeah. So, a temporary halt to the action. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half, what a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And so the action is resumed.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
No luck with that dink over the top. Yamal looking to add to his goal. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Musiala. Oh, look at the space here. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to... And Messi! Messi! Genius!
Well, Peter, this has to be the best possible way you could start the second half. This could get good, frighteningly good.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the...
Goes for a shot! And there's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. He's found space here, so no flag here. That's a decent clearance. And he's quick to snatch it back. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Çalhanoğlu defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's intervened well there. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this. Messi! And again, he is at his elastic best. So can they do it again? Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Such good technique.
And Messi! It's hit the uprights. Now it's Yamal. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So their fourth quarter of the game. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
They're up to 5 corners now. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Camavinga. Yamal. And here's Aguero. He's being urged to shoot. And the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Barcelona clearly might still do this. Intensity level and focus are all very good, even at this late stage now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Çalhanoğlu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He has found the way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Çalhanoğlu. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi, played out wide. Onu, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. To Gerrard. Rooney. Yamal. And it's Messi. Oh, good read. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So we're very much on the way now. Lovely, now then. And this is Messi. Uno. That's a good ball. Aguero! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Incoming delivery. Van Dijk clears it away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Gerrard. And that's a dangerous ball. And here's Aguero. Big chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Again, a brilliant save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
And here's Musiala. Musiala showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's got away from it. Oh, that's nice. He's having a hit! Oh, off the bar! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ono is offering a wry smile there.
Played into space. Can he get onto this? Yamal, he's found a way through. Serginho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He won't be happy with that one. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
He's found space here. He has found a way through. Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Gerrard. And here's Aguero. And that's a good ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gerrard. And here's Aguero. Messi. Threads one in. And this is Rooney. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates, and there's his chance to lead the counter. So what can they make of this? Now it's Aguero. Ono powering forward here. Shot could be on, and he's lost his man. It's Aguero! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Aguero clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Rooney. And here's Messi. Ono, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And it's Camavinga. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And here's Aguero. He is just caressed. Aguero! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, that's neat. And he's running through, and Messi! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Guardiola with the clearance. And he whips it in. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Çalhanoğlu venturing down the left. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Uno aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Barcelona certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Barcelona have reclaimed it. And this is Aguero. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is... Aguero! Fantastic! That is classic Kun Aguero!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now, can they get him away? Probing pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal's cross.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Messi in acres of space out wide. And he's taking no chances there. And that has put paid to that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Very nicely done. And it's Camavinga. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gerrard. Now this could be a chance. Musiala. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that...
Oh no, what has happened here? So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Knocks it into space. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Courtois herring after the ball here. Cross goes in there. Forced to go back. It's Gerrard! And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through, just eases him off the ball. Now it's Aguero. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance, surely! And no mistake. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Yamal, very much into the last knockings.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Lovely bit of skill.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he skips past his man. Oh, sweet feet. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. We're up and running then. Solid goal! Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's the keeper's ball. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Can he latch on to this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's forced to go back. Yamal. Kvaratskhelia scooting forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's having a pop! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Still goalless at the moment. Looking for the run. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. That's a good ball out wide. Alexander-Arnold. He'll try from distance! Alexander-Arnold. And Yamal. Camavinga. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Messi. Stood up well to him there. Kvaratskhelia.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's having a hit! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Now it's Rooney. Just about within shooting range. Oh, that was no routine save.
Rooney actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That pass isn't the best. Musiala. 30 minutes gone. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Aguero. Now it's Messi. Pinches it off him. Kvaratskhelia. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now, can they get him away? Well, nicely intercepted.
Kvaratskhelia clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Camavinga. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh no. Back towards the middle. The ball is bounced loose now. And it's Gerrard. Rooney does well to get it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And the shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the manager...
Aguero! And he has kept it out somehow. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back on the way then.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pressure coming in from all directions.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Knocks it into space. Gerrard. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Yamal. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he is deftly away. Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
João Pedro really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This is their second corner of the game. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Can he finish? And there's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Yamal makes a move down the right. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Driven in. Courtois claims it. Safe hands. Yamal with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Aguero. Uno. Yamal given the lift of his goal. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Serginho. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Nice looking ball. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now, can they get it back? Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And now the breakaway. João Pedro making good progress on the right-hand side. Serginho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Yamal. Serginho does really well to win the ball there. Can he spark a counter here? Ono in acres of space out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Serginho tries to clear. And it's Camavinga. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Looking to play him in. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire.